Today is Thursday, May 29th, 2025. It's a small green day for me. It's actually a red to green day, which is pretty cool. I'm up about 16 bucks, which is like 0.7% of my account. Nothing major, but it's a good way to break up the red days on my calendar. I made two trades today, one pre-market and one a little while after the market opened. It was about 2.5 hours after the market opened, where I made my profit for the day. The pre-market trade I got in on, it was kind of the beginning of a frontline move on a breaking news. I bought a little bit high on a candle. The candle ranges were pretty big, and it ended up kind of sinking down on me. I sold because I wasn't sure if it was like the beginning of a reversal or just a total flush or what. So wasn't a great entry. I got out of it before it blew my account up for the day, and life goes on. I'm not super upset about that. That's going to happen every now and then when I'm trying to catch breaking news. The second move I made was on HBIO. It's a fairly cheap stock. I got in on it in the 80-cent range. Is one of the leading gappers on the day, and I made 4 cents a share on it, but I had quite a bit of volume on it due to the cheap price. So I was able to make up the money I lost and still end up green with just those two moves. I only used 3/4 of my account today, so I'm happy with that. Didn't risk my entire account, and I still ended up with some small green on the board. So pretty good way to mark my Thursday down this week, and hoping for a strong Friday to get me a couple green days in a row. This is my first move on Thursday morning. Ticker ZEO. It's pretty early in the morning. This started at around 5:30. This stock just kind of started ripping and roaring. Went from $1.50 up to the $3.50 mark, where I ended up making my entry. I did the same thing as yesterday. I made it on a red candle after a huge green candle. What I needed to do was wait for a confirmation candle, which I didn't do again and again. It ended up costing me. I made an entry here at 332. This candle climbed to like maybe 340 or so. What I was looking for is a move at least to the 350, 360s. And then it just started going downhill from there. By the time we got to the bottom of this candle, we were flirting with the $3 mark, so I just went ahead and sold. I didn't have faith in this curling up, and I knew the best case scenario was getting out before it just completely flushed. I've seen so many of these early breaking news stocks that just completely reverse and flush on you. So once this didn't go the way I wanted to, I understood that I made an early entry, and I just got out of it before I totally blew my day up. I'm glad I got out and turned this loser into a good loser. I wish I would have been more disciplined to wait for that strong confirmation candle to make a good entry. This is my second and final move for the day on Thursday morning. Ticker's HBIO. This is a little scalping style trade I made. I've been watching this chart for about 30 minutes. I was very familiar with the flow and the level 2 on this, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to really time a great kind of long-term swing move like we had been having. They had kind of started becoming a little more sporadic. These candles were developing quite a wide range, and almost every good candle had a bad candle behind it. So I have been watching here, like I said, around 30 minutes or so, and we had pretty steady resistance right at the 90-cent mark here, as you can see on these three candles. After this candle, the 90-cent mark on the level 2 cleared, and it actually broke 90 cents. I think this one got to almost 91 cents before it settled back down. A little bit of a topping tail doji type here, and I knew this next candle was going to tell me whether I should get in or just keep watching. Once this candle started roaring up, started at 84 cents, broke through 85. That's when I clicked buy. I got filled right at 86 cents, and I rode it all the way through this next candle, broke the 90 cent mark and went above 91 even. I did not sell at that point. I was hoping we would have another green candle, which we ended up having. But when this candle first started, we kind of hovered around the 90 cent mark. Then we started to fade back down into the 80s. I think this candle even flirted with right around 88 cents before it started reforming. Once we hit the 90 cent mark, I clicked sell, and I got filled right at 90 cents. I ended up making 4 cents of profit. This candle went all the way up to about 94 cents, so I missed out on about 4 cents worth of profit. But the way these candles had been forming and the volatility in each, I'm happy with that. I didn't want to wait for a huge exit sign because that probably would have led me to losing the small amount of profit I had on here. So I'm happy with that trade. I'm really happy with the entry, and the exit was good enough. It could have been a little better, but I got green and got out, and it also was enough green to turn my red to green. So really happy with that trade all in all.